All right, well, it's really hot outside, I would say.
Things changing around here, though, pretty soon, Brad.
Yeah, we've got a cold front moving through, and it's starting to move through the mountains first. This is a live look downtown Blowing Rock right now. You can see kind of the streetlights moving around a little bit of a northwest wind. The front has cleared the mountains, and we're starting to see some cooler temperatures move in there. Still in the 70s, but we're slowly getting that better feeling air into the Piedmont. Still 91 here, ridiculously hot. High temperature today was 93. That ties the record set back in 1954. You can see how far away that is from that average high. The 30-year average is 77 degrees. Come on, it's end of September. We should at least be around 80, maybe not 90 degrees. We're going to add to our 90-degree days here in the Charlotte area. Last year, we'd already finished up with our last 90-degree day, and today, maybe our last one of the year. 45 for the year. We had 80 total last year, as August and the start of September were extremely hot. At least we've been a little bit better off this year. But tonight, we will see those temperatures slowly fall from the 80s back down into the 70s and eventually into the 60s by tomorrow morning. So we will see a more comfortable start to the day. One of the other things we see on Thursdays, our drought monitor update. Today, this was through the last 2 weeks. We're starting to see dry conditions show back up. 14 days without rain in Charlotte, and the long-term forecast looking ahead, it's going to get hot and dry again. This first front, which moves through tonight, is mostly dry. We had a few showers earlier, but those showers have dried up pretty quickly. So we're not going to get any rain tonight, and it's likely we won't see rain for a while. Maria finally moving away from the East Coast, moving out into the central Atlantic. It's still a tropical storm, but it's going to continue to weaken and move away from the coast. Some rip currents out there. Maybe for the first time in a while, the tropics will be quiet, but we're keeping an eye on a little area of disturbed weather, maybe down in Florida by the end of the weekend. But right now, not a major concern. This is what's heading our way, though, behind the front. Temperatures in the 70s, and more importantly, the morning lows in the 40s and 50s. Now, with the dry air in place and no rain in the forecast, you're going to start to notice the ragweed go back up. Not too bad tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, but as the temperatures start to go up and the wind picks up later next week, if you're a hay fever sufferer, you're going to notice the allergies. There's the cold front, crosses over tonight. You wake up tomorrow, it'll feel a little bit better, but the cool air really lags a little bit behind. So we'll notice most of the cool air pushing into the area late tomorrow, maybe only around 80 tomorrow, which will feel great. And then going into the weekend, the mornings in particular, Saturday morning 50s, 40s maybe on Sunday morning into Monday, and afternoon highs only in the 70s. Take a look at the future cast. You see the cooler air moving in. By tomorrow at this time, temperatures will be in the 70s. Should feel absolutely great. We cool down into the 50s on Saturday morning, maybe just mid 70s, maybe in the upper 60s by Saturday evening, and then 40s showing up as we go into Sunday morning. Should feel great to round out the weekend. Here's the problem. It doesn't last. 6 to 10 day outlook. This is going into the end of next week. Another big heat wave. I mean, well above average. We could see another record-breaking heat wave for the East Coast late next weekend. And on top of that, not a drop of rain forecasted in the next 7 days. So I told you about the drought monitor. Likely next week, we're going to see more area in the abnormally dry area. 50s and 60s tonight under mostly clear skies. Here in the Piedmont, we'll be down in the 60s, so at least we're going in the right direction. Still above average, though. Our average lows should be in the upper 50s. We will feel some of that cooler air. Sunday and Monday morning look great. I mean, around 49, 50 degrees. Highs in the 70s, but notice the warming trend next week. By this time next Thursday, we'll be talking about more heat as temperatures will be back into the mid, possibly the upper 80s, Fred.
Wow, and it is fall.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Brad. The Panthers.